Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Tornado warnings in the Northern Valley. Take a look at this video. It was sent to us from Tracy Holwagner, who is near Lakota, North Dakota, along Highway 2 between Grand Forks and Devil's Lake. Many of our viewers are sending us pictures and videos of what looks to be some severe weather dropping down in parts of our area. So let's go right away to Hutch for the very latest. Nasty out there for some parts, right, Hutch?
Right, it's pretty isolated right now and moving through northeast North Dakota. The activity we have on the Minnesota side of the river for now is very benign. It's just showers. But in Nelson County, we continue to see a rotating thunderstorm produce a funnel cloud and tornado that touched down in central portions of Nelson County. This is all moving off to the east at around 30 miles per hour. If you are in Mackville, you'll still want to seek your tornado precautions. That's the lowest floor and an interior room away from windows. And as this storm continues to move eastward, we still have evidence that it is showing some weak signs of rotation. You saw the pictures, Mike, of this tornado that dipped out of the base of it. It was a skinny, what we call a rope-shaped tornado. Generally, these don't always make it down to the ground, but if one hits your area, it certainly could be dangerous. We're also going to be monitoring a storm that's working its way into Grand Forks County right now. These storms that are firing up in these areas do have a little bit of spin potential with them, so there may be a funnel cloud sightings tonight or even additional tornadoes, but they'll be isolated in nature because as we take a look, there are only a few thunderstorms that are present at this time from the northern Red River Valley into central Nelson County. So we'll keep you updated on this storm. Right now it's rural, and that's good. We have gray skies and showers exiting the region. Everybody wants to know what's going on for the holiday weekend. We'll update the storm and we'll update that forecast too.
One question, help me to understand. It seems so cool out there, and I think of tornado weather as being that hot, humid type of weather that would draw to that kind of weather. But no cool weather?
Well, we have cool weather, but up in the Devil's Lake Basin, temperatures are in the 80s. So there's a little boundary there.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the explanation. Well, make sure you have your Valley News Team Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. A Minnesota man is dead after a fire ripped through his home early yesterday morning. When firefighters got into the home, they found the body of 56-year-old Eric Schizzle. It happened in the 1700 block of road northwest of Pinewood, Minnesota. That's about 20 miles northwest of Bemidji. While crews arrived on the scene, they found a mobile home fully engulfed in flames. Neighbors were going and using garden hoses to try and put the fire out. Crews say the fire started in the living room, but that cause is still under investigation. An inmate has died from injuries from a suicide attempt in early July in the Beltrami County Detention Correctional Center. Police say Stephanie Bunker did not come out of her cell for her afternoon meal. When staff members went into her cell, they found her with a bed sheet wrapped around her neck. Bunker was taken to Fargo Hospital, but she passed away a week later. It's Friday, so it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say Douglas Sorensen is wanted for probation violation and criminal trespass, which are felonies. Call your local law enforcement agency if you have any information on his whereabouts. The reward for information leading to the return of a missing Minnesota teen has now grown to $7,000 after an anonymous donor chipped in $5,000. 15-year-old Jasmine Block of Alexandria has been missing now for 25 days. She has a tan complexion. She stands about 5 feet 1 inches tall, weighs about 110 pounds. She has brown curly hair. She was last seen in her home in Alexandria on August 8th. Investigators are asking people to search their properties and surrounding areas for anything unusual. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Alexandria Police Department. We've got that number up on your screen right now, 320-763-6631.
She doesn't have a mommy.
A lemonade stand in Moorhead today, generating money for the Gray Winds and baby Hazley Joe. The stand was hosted by 3-year-old Bentley West at the JT Lawn Service. She served lemonade along with cookies and muffins most of the afternoon. Having a lemonade stand was on her summer bucket list, and her mom thought this would be a great opportunity to teach her daughter how to make a difference.
that every little bit helps. We don't have to do something big. Every little thing can become potentially big.
Bentley's lemonade stand raised more than $1,000, which is being placed in a fund at U.S. Bank for the Graywind family and the baby. Speaking of that, there's a new tip line regarding information on Savannah Graywind and the investigation. The old number is no longer accepting any calls, but if you do have a tip, contact Fargo Police at 701-241-5777. More than 100 people on the Standing Rock Reservation today remembered Savannah Graywind. They walked from the administration building to a field where they talked about violence against women. Balloons were also released. Attendees say the gathering was an act of unity for the Native American community.
It's very heartwarming to see not only our community, but the rest of the districts and the Standing Rock community and communities all across Native America come together to seek justice for Savannah.
In spite of the rain, a candlelight vigil was also held in Williston to honor Savannah. Contributions that many of you made to hurricane victims in Texas are on their way. Dilworth Police Chief Ty Sharp and Detective Hunter Rawson are headed for the Lone Star State right now. They got an early start this morning, pulling 2 trailers that you helped fill at the Dilworth Walmart. The chief says the community stepped up big time. Water, food, gift cards, and bedding are among the items crammed into the trailers. Even the trailers and the vehicles that are pulling them are donated. The 2 say they plan to arrive in Texas tomorrow afternoon. Soldiers from the Minnesota National Guard are headed to Texas in support of hurricane and flood relief efforts there. 11 members of the 34th Combat Aviation Brigade left St. Cloud today on 2 Chinook helicopters that will be used in disaster response operations. The soldiers will join Guard members from around the country who have been activated. The soldiers will stay as long as needed. Ahead of President Donald Trump's anticipated visit to North Dakota, the state's 2 U.S. senators are reacting to the major news. The president will be in Mandan next week to make a pitch for tax reform. And Senator John Hoeven says he expects the president will focus on efforts to help build North Dakota's infrastructure.
The primary focus is going to be on reducing the rates and simplifying the tax code and really trying to make it pro-growth. So it helps our farmers, our ranchers, our small business people, our energy industry. It helps our country become more competitive in a global economy.
And in a written statement, Senator Heidi Heitkamp, whose seat is up for re-election in 2018, said in part, ask any small business owner, energy industry worker, farmer or parent in North Dakota about what they think of the current U.S. tax code, and they'll most likely tell you that it's broken. That's why I'm glad to welcome President Trump to North Dakota, where North Dakotans are eager to hear more about his tax reform plan. Now, keep in mind that nearly 500 people have been invited to hear the president speak in person. Valley News Live will be there to provide coverage of the president's visit to North Dakota. Many students are back at school, and a number of programs throughout the valley have provided school supplies for needy families. Stuff the Bus in Jamestown helped over 130 students with backpacks and school items. Organizers say the drive helped families that otherwise may not have been able to afford necessary school materials. They plan on doing the same program again next fall. The early bird gets the worm, right? Well, later on Valley News Live at 6, what Bison fans are doing and what they're after already in line near the Fargo Dome.
A tornado warning continues for parts of Nelson County, south of Michigan. It is moving off to the east at 30 miles per hour. We'll keep you updated on this and have a look at that holiday weekend forecast right after this.